Then maybe I just didn't transfer buds over.
That's all I ask. But all the threads are set up on that machine.
Whatever you want, Mother. I'll give you whatever you want.
My name is Denise Sands, and I am the owner of In Stitches Monogramming.
My name is Nikki. I am tech support, but I do the screen printing portion of the business. What size group is this going to go with?
The door rings, a customer walks in. Either Nikki or I, mostly Nikki since she's right up front, will greet the customer and ask what they need.
If they have a specific image that they want, 9 times out of 10 it's coming off of Etsy or Pinterest. I will do my best to copy that.
Then the item comes back here to me. It gets backing put on it. I have to decide which hoop is going to go into it. Then I'll decide which machine it's going to go on, whether it's one piece or if it's several pieces that I can add more than one on the machine at the same time. If it gets really crazy, I will take boxes of things home with me and sit in front of the TV at night trimming threads until the job is done. And then I bring them back in the morning, package them, and call the customer.
If it's the vinyl process, then I cut the vinyl out. We have to weed that vinyl and then press it on the shirt, and then it's ready for the customer.
The business itself started over 30 years ago. I've been in this building for 16 years. I started on a small machine in my dining room, and people just heard of me and started coming out to me. Then from there, I found a shop in Collingswood, and then family situation made me come back home to do the work at home again. We got more machines, we got more customers, and we needed a larger location. We were growing and growing. People started asking us for screen printing, and so we got into the screen printing field, which is what my daughter runs.
It was 2006 that I left the bank and started working, coinciding with what she's doing. So I worked with her in my basement for a couple of years before she moved in here. When I was a teenager, I was a typical horrible teenager, and we didn't get along that well. So when she told her brothers that I was going to be working, a couple of them said, "Do you think that's a good idea?" I think we have become closer mother-daughter since I have started working with her. People come in here and they see 2 women that run a business. They're pretty decent with us. I mean, as far as every once in a while you get a customer that wants to get noisy, then we've been doing this so long, we know how to handle ourselves and give it right back. That's it.
There was one time where we had a bit of a threat. He was very strongly urging that we did this patch for him, and when he came to pick it up, he wasn't happy with it, even though I explained I don't do this kind of work. And he ended up screaming at me, and I had to scream back and ask him to leave the building. My son-in-law, who had been working in the back, came up front just to support us because it was just me and Nikki. He finally did leave, and he wasn't happy.
We've had a customer, one that I had to deal with myself. My parents were down in another state, but one of the things that they were down there for is my dad was very ill at the time, so he was seeing family. And the customer came in and expected his item to be done sooner than it was supposed to be done, and just got very vocal. I said, "My dad's sick." I said, "He's visiting with family." And he said, "I don't care, that's not my problem." I said, "I'll give you your money back and you could go elsewhere." He said, "I don't want to go elsewhere. I want it done here and I want it now." It turned into a big thing. We ended up not doing it for him and told him not to come back. Jim said this morning, "I just want to have a job where I don't have to answer to a boss." And I said, "Even owning your own business, you still answer to 100 bosses. Now every single customer is your boss. Now you have to answer to 100 bosses rather than one boss. Just because you own the business doesn't mean that you're the boss. The
buck stops here.
Yeah.
Right now, we're in a time where small businesses are in need, and everybody's trying to order online because you can get it yesterday. But when you order it online, then you have the problem of you get what you paid for.
So we go by the numbers of our threads. She's asking for 2520, which is basically a hot pink.
At least when you come to a small business, the small business is supporting the community.
We're big on community. I like to support the community because they're supporting me. These guys are doing so much for us, so if we have the opportunity to give them items to auction, or if we can donate to their programs, we'll support our soccer, our softball, doing the best we can for other people. We'll give them what they need to sponsor the team. Plus, it helps us because the people are looking at In Stitches monogramming on the back of one of their jerseys.
We're buying local. When you come in here, you're supporting me, you're supporting my family. In the same return, I'm supporting your kid in soccer, Girl Scouts, whatever the case may be. You know, you help us and we help you out at the same time. You buy from a big box company, they're not returning that back to the community.
What is that? What is he doing?
Thank you for calling In Stitches. This is Nikki. How can I help you?